Everything is so green. It's gorgeous. My name's Chris Cummins. I'm riding the Granittrail through the Waldviertel in Lower Austria. You can see why it's been given the name. These wonderful rocks covered in moss. And of course it goes through some absolutely gorgeous forests, as a place known as the Forest District should. It's a 3-day trip. I'm really enjoying it. Here are some of the highlights. The Granittrail, or Granite Trail, runs 150 kilometers or so from Austria's northern border with Czechia, more or less due south to the Danube at Ibs. What I enjoyed on this ride was the variety of terrain. Of course, there were lots of forest trails, but also sweeping paths through open farmland where the famous Waldviertel potatoes come from, and grassy paths, like here past some clean energy. Despite the modernity you just saw, the ride felt to me epic, particularly when it was misty. I felt as if I'd taken on a chivalrous quest of old. I never really grew up, so whenever I ride through this sort of landscape, I always imagine in my head that I'm a knight in the old days, riding through the forest. It's the only reason I ever watched Game of Thrones, for the stretches where they rode through the forest. You know, the rest is all killing, isn't it? It's the forest we love, and the adventure. The ride was full of little surprises, including popping out of the deep forest to find a narrow gauge railway line still in use, and a station that was used for a film, a station called Brudendorf, which was turned into Mariafred for a Swedish movie in 1999. If you love railways, here's a little treat for you. This isn't a model railway, this is a real working railway, the Waldviertelbahn. So many countries have got rid of these tiny stations. Not here, and we should celebrate it. One of the joys of this region, the Waldviertel. That feels appropriate because the forests of the Waldviertel are so deep and, on this day, so moist that I felt transported to Scandinavia. This is prime timber country. And at times, it's adventurous riding. And there's lots of culture. I told you this was a good place to come if you're a knight like me. This is a castle called Abersbach, a tower somehow built onto some mossy rocks. Adds to the sense of mystery about this place that is steeped in history. I'm someone who loves weather, all weather. For me, it's just great being outside. And in the Waldviertel, a bit of fog just adds to the atmosphere. Let's just let this mysterious ambiance roll for a while. It was the great outdoors that attracted me to the Waldviertel, but it was the kindness of the people who lived there who made my ride feel so special. I didn't want to film them. It seems such a modern day curse to pester people with your mobile phones like that. But my host at my last day guided me to this lovingly curated museum in his community. I emerged yesterday out of what's called the Weinsberger forest. Apparently it's the largest stretch of uninterrupted forest you can ride through in Austria. And finally I emerged into this tiny community, Gutenbrunn, where my host for the night, Dieter Juster, he's got a lovely B&B. Well, he and his family served me fresh trout from a local pond and told me all about this area. And then said, look, we've made even a small little museum, the whole history of the region, from its famous glass-making heritage, the timber industry, even the dark memories of the Nazi time just behind me there is not shied away from. And it's great to kind of learn about the areas you ride through. This is a jewel of a place, Gutenbrunn in Waldviertel. great. The last day was easy riding, a lot of it in open countryside, past some lovely swimming lakes for a warmer day. I've made it to the Danube, which means it's the end of the Granittrail for me. Really wonderful 3 days of riding. I met some lovely people on the way, saw some amazing landscape. If you do get the chance to ride the Granittrail, it gets my recommendation, it really does.